excuses have you heard, okay? Obviously the old one, the checks in the post. Hands up, who's had that one? Yeah, fantastic. This is an interesting one. My accountant's on holiday, so I can't sign the check for you. Not sure how that works really, but it's someone we've heard. I've lost the invoice. Yeah, I'm sure we've all heard that one. And this last one I put in deliberately because that is an actual real excuse. And the funny thing is, it's one of my invoices. And I know the lady who owed me the money, and we're very good friends. And that's an absolutely 100% true excuse. The rabbit has eaten the bank dongle, and now the bank dongle doesn't work, and I can't pay you. So there's lots of excuses out there, and lots of reasons why people don't pay you. But quite basically, you know, as it says, late payments impact on cash flow, which can cause all sorts of problems right down the chain. Right. So what is the most single common reason given by your customers for paying late? So waiting for payment. It's actually decreased slightly this year, but it's still the top answer. Waiting for payment authorization. Fairly prevalent in the bigger companies, but if you're dealing with smaller companies, you might want to take that with a pinch of salt. Their terms take precedent. It's an interesting one. Anyone come across that? You clearly have. For example, Tesco's, other great supermarkets are available, have a policy like that. So their terms and conditions rule. And it says in the terms and conditions, our terms and conditions are the best. We rule, we take precedent over everything. And that's just the way it is. If you want to deal with Tesco's, you deal with it on their terms. A copy invoice is required. Well, that's fairly standard, you know, because that happens sometimes. I can't afford to pay. That's interesting. And the interesting thing is it's gone down slightly this year as well, from 7 to 5%. Lots of talk about the recession might be over, or the credit crunch might be over. Certainly that would bear well with that. I forgot to pay. That happens. We all forget things, especially me. The invoice is disputed. That's an interesting one because that's quite a common excuse that we hear all the time. But actually, it's only 4%, which is quite low. So if you're constantly hearing that on the phone, you need to think to yourself, this is something not quite right here. And I think as well, invoice disputed can mean a couple of things. There are genuine disputes in invoices, clearly. But after chasing for 3 months, and then they say, actually, I don't think we need to pay this. It's clearly not right. A sales process or an internal process within your company. The checks in the post, there's our old favourite. Again, down to 1%. A couple of reasons for that, and we've all heard it many times before, possibly. And also the phasing out of checks, whether that comes or not, but people aren't paying by cheque anymore. If you can get your customers to pay by backs, or PayPal or card, now it's instant, much better than a cheque. Because as we all know, there's one or two horror stories in the room, I should imagine, with cheques. Other, not really sure what that is. And our customers always pay on time, love them. Worryingly for me, that trend's going up. So this time next year I might be eating beans under a railway arch somewhere.